just got sent from my agency to an audition for tomorrow. They sent the email about earlier this afternoon, and now I have the audition tomorrow at 11 a.m. Now, that's fine, you know, because my work is like usually 3 o'clock and later, but they want me to have a Jamaican accent. Now, my family is of Caribbean descent. Dad's from Trinidad, mom is from St. Lucia, not Jamaican. I have Jamaican friends, not really born in Jamaica. So, this is how I'm gonna deal with it. Get to that in a second. Okay, so it's about 12:45 a.m. and I'm about to pull up the character descriptions. I already printed out the script and everything. Sorry about the glare from my glasses, but yeah, I printed out the script and everything. Of course, I'm not really gonna show you because that's not right. Let me read the character description. This is more of my thought process, so nobody take any of these things to Bible. Okay, so this character is a 29-year-old female African-American, Jamaican, West Indian who's very stern and a nanny that never takes her eyes off the children. There's not a crazy difference from how a 29-year-old would dress compared to me, besides maybe wanting to look more of an adult and not so much of college loungewear, which is what I still have. I think upscale casual, especially if she's a nanny of an Upper West Side family, so she would definitely look more put together if I were to make that analogy. Like, still looks good and casual, but more expensive pieces. That's what I'm thinking. As for the accent, what I plan to do is look up local news, like local Jamaican newscasters and interviews as well, because that'll definitely help with the accent. At least that's what my teachers gave me advice to for another audition that I was nervous about. And more so listen to the vowels and the consonants that you really want to hit. I'm definitely going to memorize the scene because there's only about 6 lines. So I can definitely memorize this by the morning. And the more comfortable I am with the accent, the better it'll be. And even if the accent isn't the best, like, at least I tried. I need to stop saying like as well. But at least I tried. So that's what I'm going to do. As for my hair, I was going to open my twist out, but then I started playing around with my hair and figured maybe I'll just leave it in the twist and just pull it back in a ponytail and just have this bit out. Maybe it'll look better that way to make me look a bit older. So I'm going to start setting up my clothes for tomorrow. Work on the accent tonight. Look for interviews and keywords that they say specifically and have a tone to it as well. Listen to the consonants and the vowels, as well as memorize the script. Memorize 6 lines. Yeah, hopefully we'll see how it goes. And if anything happens, I will let you know. Alright, so just to give you an idea of the full nanny outfit, I decided, put on a vest. These little earrings that I got from Puerto Rico, like locally made. Let's see. And then a blouse. They didn't say what weather it was, so I'm just going to be like fall, because it's fall right now. And then it's like, ooh, you want to dress like you got money, but at the same time, we want to be comfortable because we got to take care of the kids. So I'm like, yeah, it's fall out here on these streets. But it's hot. It's like 73 degrees, but it's also a breeze, so I'm just confused. I had planned for the day of the audition to be more of a vlog, as you can see from the first clip, but I didn't really like it because I felt that I needed to have more time to reflect on the audition or the experience in general. So I didn't like the content, so I scrapped it. It was really weird reviewing it on the go. Now that I have some clarity, the audition was sent to me from the agency I am currently freelancing with, and it was a it was one of those, it was a good name for the audition. It was a good name. I was like, what? You want to see me? That's so great. So at least it's good to know that they're putting my name in for some stuff. Now, it was really questionable on the part that I was called in for, especially it's for a 29-year-old nanny, and I look like a babysitter. I look like a babysitter. But on a good day, I could look like I'm 16, but I am 25. And I am also 4'10.5". But it was still fun enough. I'm not knocking the experience. It was great. And it was really simple. It was in and out about like 5 minutes. But let me tell you before that. Okay, so let's start from the beginning when I got the email. I got it on Tuesday afternoon and confirmed for Wednesday at 11 a.m. That's when the audition was. Now, I usually look at the audition, the location the night before, but this time for some reason I didn't. Now, the reason why I didn't look it up is because at the bottom of the email, I saw Chelsea. First mistake. So I figured it was Chelsea Studios, which is about 23rd Street or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I figured that it was there. But I believe Chelsea Studios turned to Ripley Greer Studios. So that was another mistake. But I gave myself enough time in the morning to get ready to head out. I already planned the outfit, had my headshot in a folder, had that bag ready, had my snacks, everything, because I intended to be there for a while. Even though it's 11, sometimes they run late. So then I checked my phone. I'm like, yeah, where am I supposed to be going? And it said Chelsea Piers. And if I remember correctly, Chelsea Piers is all the way by the Hudson, which after 9th Avenue, the blocks are long as hell. Like long Manhattan blocks. And I thought to myself, oh snap, good thing I'm leaving a bit early. I believe I left like 9:46 to get there for 11. Because it's not that far in the city, so I was like, fine. But then, that week, the trains had been under construction because of some malfunction that happens on the tracks. And they were doing this even though it was like morning rush hour, because it had to be something serious if they were, working on the rails during rush hour. But I didn't think that it was going to be all week. I didn't know how long it was going to last. And I started cursing myself. I'm like, why didn't I just get up earlier? I'm about to be late. Oh my gosh. Even though it's not that long, but the trains in between every freaking station was taking so long. There was one stop that usually takes 3 minutes to get to the next one. It's on the express train. And it took about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Like, I was lucky enough to jump on the express train, but at the same time, it's just was taking longer than an express train should take. And it was terrible, and I was panicking, and I really didn't have any signal to call my agency. But let me tell you, I hustled my ass to Chelsea Piers. I hustled so hard, and I didn't even know there was audition spaces actually in Chelsea Piers, which is pretty cool. And it was a couple floors. But yeah, I made it at 11:04. My appointment was 11, but I didn't know it was an actual appointment. Because sometimes they say it's appointment, but they really mean there's like a list of people and they'll just get to you when they get to you. No, it was an appointment, and there was a couple of other people there, a lot of beautiful melanins, and I just say it was a small office, and I came in at about 11:04, and I signed my name, and I sat down, and the auditor came out at about 11:07 and called me immediately in. I was like, oh my god, thank god I got there in time. It's like, whew, this was a real appointment. And so I get into the room. It was a girl standing in front of me with the camera, and the auditor was on the left. And so they gave me a little mic to hook on to my shirt, which was pretty cool. And we just, did the scene. The scene was literally like 30 seconds. The first one was definitely stiff. The second one is a little loose. And then after the third time, he was like, you know what? Let's just do a third take just for fun. Because the second one felt good, but he said just for fun. And for some reason, that was the key word in my mind, to just actually have fun with it, which is so dumb. Just so dumb. Because I felt relaxed, but then I didn't know how stiff I was being. So I need to figure out some kind of self-awareness for that. But yeah, we just did it for fun. It felt really good. Definitely don't feel like I booked it, but I've been having more fun on the auditions that I've been on, literally, and it's actually really fun to do. I mean, I'm very grateful that the auditions I have been on have been really fun. So that was about it. It was just really in and out, kid you not. I left at about 11:15, and it was pretty fun. It was pretty great. It's pretty official. That was just one of many of the auditions that I will be on in the future. Cross fingers. I'm just gonna right now enjoy the process. I just want to enjoy the process. You know, after graduating with a theater degree, you feel the pressure of having to book things. Well, the pressure of yourself of having to book things, and you know, everybody's asking like, what are you doing? Or have you been in anything and stuff, and similar questions like that. And I've also posed the same question, which I also need to chill. And after meeting with a few of my theater friends from school, after that night, it was so rejuvenating to see everybody that at a point I was like, you know what? It's not terrible if I just say I'm not doing anything. Acting is not like getting a regular job. Like, it's just a different muscle. So, you know what? I'm just gonna be content. I'm gonna be okay with the process. And if somebody asks me if I'm doing anything right now, I'm like, no, I haven't booked anything. I'm not doing anything. And just because I haven't booked anything doesn't mean I'm not doing anything for my craft. I've started getting back into my vocal lessons and dance classes, which are still very frightful, but not as much as they used to be. Yeah, so it's okay if you're not booking anything right now. It's totally fine. It's a muscle. Auditioning especially is a muscle that you have to work on, and in general, so it's fine, and it's gonna be fine. I'm saying this for myself and everybody, to be honest. Thank you for listening to my story. I'm sure there are some of you with many similar stories. And if you have any other tips or advice, please leave it in the comment section down below so we can all read it, so we can all be a community. Because as actors, or just as people, we need community. So put your experience. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.